Have you ever felt lost, overwhelmed, or simply stuck in a cycle of frustration? Do you find yourself wondering if there's a deeper purpose or a way to find peace in your daily struggles? Imagine waking up each day with a sense of calm and clarity, no matter what challenges come your way. What if the answers to these questions could transform your life? In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with stress and distractions. We often chase after temporary fixes, only to find ourselves back where we started. But what if there was a timeless wisdom that could guide us towards lasting inner peace and fulfillment? Could the teachings of Buddha offer practical solutions to our modern dilemmas? Let me share a simple example. Imagine you're juggling multiple responsibilities: work, family, and personal goals, each demanding your attention. You might feel like you're running in circles, struggling to keep up. Buddha's teachings suggest that instead of fighting against the current, we can learn to navigate it more skillfully. By understanding and applying these teachings, you might find a new way to handle life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. Welcome to Wisdom Woven. In this video series, we'll explore the profound messages of Buddha and how they can be applied to our daily lives. We promise to deliver valuable insights and transformative advice that can lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. Before we dive in, we need your help. There are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% subscribe. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content that can make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Let's embark on this journey of discovery together. In this first part, we'll lay the foundation by exploring the core principles of Buddha's teachings. We'll begin by discussing the essence of his wisdom and how it can offer guidance in our everyday lives. Stay tuned as we uncover the transformative power of these ancient teachings and how they can bring clarity and peace to our modern world. Understanding Buddha's message begins with recognizing the fundamental truths about human existence. Buddha's insights are not just theoretical concepts but practical tools for living a more harmonious life. By engaging with these teachings, you'll discover how they address common struggles and provide a path to deeper understanding and tranquility. As we move forward, remember that each part of this series builds upon the last. We'll explore various aspects of Buddha's wisdom, providing you with practical advice and techniques to incorporate into your daily routine. Our goal is to make these teachings accessible and relevant to your life, so you can experience their full potential. So, are you ready to unlock the secrets to a more peaceful and fulfilling life? Join us as we delve into Buddha's profound wisdom and discover how it can transform your world. Stay engaged, and let's begin this enlightening journey together. The essence of the Four Noble Truths. In the heart of Buddhism lies a simple but profound truth: the Four Noble Truths. These are not just ancient teachings but timeless insights into the nature of our lives and how we can find peace amidst the chaos. Let's break them down in a way that's easy to understand and deeply transformative. Imagine you're lost in a dense forest. Every direction seems the same, and you feel overwhelmed and unsure of which path to take. The Four Noble Truths are like a compass guiding you through this forest, showing you where you are, how you got there, and how you can find your way out. The first noble truth: the truth of suffering, dukkha. The first truth is that suffering is an inherent part of life. This doesn't mean life is only suffering, but rather that suffering exists in various forms: pain, discomfort, dissatisfaction. Think about a time when you felt deeply frustrated or sad. Maybe it was due to a broken relationship, a lost job, or even something as simple as not getting your favorite food. These moments are reflections of the first noble truth. It's not about being pessimistic, but acknowledging that these feelings are part of our human experience. The second noble truth: the cause of suffering, samadaya. The second truth reveals the root causes of our suffering. It's often our desires, cravings, and attachments that lead to pain. Imagine holding tightly to a hot coal. The more you grip it, the more it burns. In a similar way, our strong desires and attachments cause us discomfort and suffering. It's not just about physical things, but also our desires for approval, success, or control. Recognizing these causes helps us understand why we feel the way we do and starts the journey toward healing. The third noble truth, the end of suffering, nirodha. The third truth offers hope. Suffering can end. It's like discovering a way out of the forest. This doesn't mean all our problems disappear, but that we can reach a state where suffering no longer controls our lives. It's about finding inner peace and contentment despite external circumstances. This truth shows us that transformation is possible, and we can achieve a state of lasting happiness and tranquility. The fourth noble truth, the path to the end of suffering, magga. The fourth truth provides the roadmap to end suffering. This path is known as the Noble Eightfold Path, which consists of practical steps to cultivate a life of wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. It's like having a detailed map to navigate out of the forest. This path includes right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Following this path helps us to live in a way that reduces suffering and enhances our overall well-being. Understanding these truths is not just an intellectual exercise. It's a way of living. They invite us to see our lives more clearly and to make choices that lead to greater freedom and happiness. By recognizing the nature of our suffering, understanding its causes, believing in the possibility of ending it, and following the path that leads us there, we align ourselves with a profound truth about human existence. As we delve deeper into these truths, remember that they are guides for our journey, helping us navigate the challenges of life with wisdom and compassion. Each step on this path brings us closer to understanding ourselves and finding lasting peace. The path to liberation, the Noble Eightfold Path. Imagine you're on a journey, and at the end lies a place of peace and freedom. This journey, according to Buddha, is guided by a clear path called the Noble Eightfold Path. It's like having a map that shows you how to reach this peaceful destination. Let's explore each step on this path and how it can transform your life. Right understanding. The first step is to understand things as they truly are. Imagine you're trying to read a book, but the pages are blurred. Right understanding means clearing up those blurs, seeing the world without distortion. It's about grasping the reality of life, recognizing that everything is temporary and that suffering arises from our attachments. Right intent. Next comes right intent, which is about setting your mind on a good path. Think of it like deciding to travel to a beautiful place. Your intention shapes your journey. It's about cultivating thoughts of kindness, compassion, and non-harm. It's not just about knowing what's right, but truly wanting to do what's good. Right speech, words have power. They can build bridges or create walls. Right speech is about choosing your words wisely. It means speaking truthfully, avoiding gossip, and using language that is kind and beneficial. Imagine each word you speak is a seed. Plant seeds that help others grow. Right action. Actions follow words. Right action is about behaving in ways that are ethical and helpful. It's about acting with integrity, avoiding harm, and doing good deeds. Think of it like being a gardener who tends to plants with care. Your actions should nurture the well-being of yourself and others. Right livelihood. This step is about how you earn your living. Right livelihood means choosing a profession that doesn't cause harm and aligns with ethical values. Imagine your work is like a craftsman shaping a beautiful piece of art. Your livelihood should be something that contributes positively to the world. Right effort. Effort is needed to move forward on any journey. Right effort is about putting in the right kind of effort to improve yourself. It's not about forcing things, but making consistent, positive efforts to cultivate good qualities and abandon harmful ones. It's like practicing a skill. Persistence and patience are key. Right mindfulness. Being present in the moment is crucial. Right mindfulness means paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without getting caught up in them. Imagine you're watching a movie and observing each scene carefully without getting lost in the plot. It's about being aware and mindful of your inner and outer experiences. Right concentration. Finally, right concentration is about focusing your mind. It's like tuning into a radio station with clear reception. It involves developing deep mental focus through meditation. This concentration helps in gaining insight and reaching a state of inner calm. It's the practice of keeping your mind steady and clear. By following these 8 steps, you create a path that leads to liberation and peace. Each step is like a tool that helps you understand yourself and the world better. It's not just about following rules, but about cultivating a way of life that brings true happiness and freedom from suffering. The Noble Eightfold Path is more than a set of guidelines. It's a practical approach to living a fulfilling life. Each step supports and strengthens the others, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. By embracing these teachings, you're not just walking a path. You're transforming your journey into one of wisdom, compassion, and lasting peace. Understanding karma, the law of cause and effect. Have you ever wondered why certain things happen to you or why life unfolds the way it does? In the vast tapestry of existence, everything is interconnected, and one of the key threads in this weave is the concept of karma. Karma, a fundamental principle in Buddhism, can seem complex, but let's explore it together in a way that's clear and relatable. Karma is often described as the law of cause and effect. Imagine it as a cosmic echo. Every action you take sends out a ripple into the universe, and that ripple eventually returns to you. Just as a pebble thrown into a pond creates ripples that spread outward, your actions, whether positive or negative, create effects that come back to you in some form. Consider a simple example. If you plant a seed of kindness by helping a friend in need, you might not see immediate results, but that seed has the potential to grow into something wonderful. Likewise, if you act with malice or harm someone, those actions can lead to negative consequences in your life. Karma is not about punishment or reward, but about the natural results of our actions. In Buddhism, karma is not viewed as a strict, deterministic force. It's more like a garden that responds to the care it receives. If you nurture positive thoughts and actions, your life can flourish with harmony and joy. On the other hand, if you sow seeds of negativity, you might face challenges and difficulties. The key is to understand that while you cannot change the past, you can influence your future by how you act now. Understanding karma encourages us to be mindful of our actions. Every choice we make contributes to the fabric of our lives and the lives of others. It's a reminder to act with intention and kindness, knowing that these actions will shape our future experiences. It's not just about avoiding bad actions, but also about consciously choosing to do good. Let's dive a bit deeper into how karma works in everyday life. Imagine you're at work and decide to help a colleague with a challenging project. This act of support might not only make your colleague's day better, but also foster a positive work environment. Over time, this positive energy can come back to you in the form of improved relationships, career growth, or personal satisfaction. Conversely, if you engage in gossip or spread negativity, it can create a toxic atmosphere that might eventually impact you. The effects of negative karma often take time to manifest, but they can lead to conflicts, misunderstandings, or stress. By recognizing this, we can make more conscious choices that align with our values and lead to a more fulfilling life. It's also important to remember that karma is not a straightforward system of rewards and punishments. Life is complex, and the effects of our actions can be influenced by many factors. However, by cultivating positive actions, we set a foundation for more favorable outcomes. This doesn't mean everything will always go perfectly, but it helps us navigate life with a sense of purpose and responsibility. Another crucial aspect of karma is the idea of intention. In Buddhism, the intention behind an action is as important as the action itself. If you help someone with a genuine desire to be of service, it creates positive karma. However, if you help someone with ulterior motives, such as seeking praise or personal gain, the positive effect is diminished. Thus, being mindful of our intentions helps ensure that our actions align with our true values. Karma also teaches us about personal responsibility. We are not passive recipients of life's circumstances. We are active participants in shaping our destinies. By recognizing the power of our actions and thoughts, we can take charge of our lives and make choices that lead to growth and harmony. This understanding of karma encourages a proactive approach to life. Instead of blaming external factors or other people for our difficulties, we look inward and reflect on how our own actions and attitudes contribute to our experiences. This shift in perspective empowers us to make positive changes and cultivate a more fulfilling life. In essence, karma invites us to live with awareness and integrity. It's about creating a life of harmony by aligning our actions with our values and being mindful of how we interact with the world. By doing so, we not only improve our own lives but also contribute to the well-being of those around us. Embracing the concept of karma can be transformative. It helps us understand that every action has significance and encourages us to act with kindness, compassion, and responsibility. As we navigate the complexities of life, let the principle of karma guide you in making choices that lead to a more harmonious and fulfilling existence. By integrating this understanding of karma into our daily lives, we can cultivate a more positive and purposeful way of living. It's a gentle reminder that our actions matter and that we have the power to shape our experiences through the choices we make. Embracing impermanence, the nature of change. Change is the only constant in life. Just as the seasons shift from spring to summer and the leaves fall in autumn, everything around us is in a state of flux. The concept of impermanence, or anicca in Buddhism, reminds us that nothing stays the same forever. Understanding this can transform the way we experience our lives. Imagine a beautiful sandcastle built on the beach. As the tide comes in, the waves slowly wash it away. Even though we might wish the sandcastle could last forever, its temporary nature is what makes it special. This same principle applies to our lives. By accepting that everything is temporary, we can appreciate each moment more deeply. In our daily lives, we often cling to things we want to stay the same. We might hold on to a job, a relationship, or even our own ideas about ourselves, fearing that change will bring loss or discomfort. But when we resist change, we often find ourselves feeling stuck or unhappy. Embracing impermanence helps us let go of these attachments and find peace in the flow of life. Buddha taught that suffering arises when we try to hold on to things that are naturally changing. By understanding that all things are in a state of constant change, we can learn to navigate life's ups and downs with more grace and acceptance. This doesn't mean we should avoid making plans or striving for goals. Rather, it means we should be flexible and open to new possibilities as they arise. When we embrace impermanence, we start to see that change is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It allows us to let go of our expectations and be more present in the moment. Instead of worrying about what might happen in the future or lamenting over what has been lost, we can focus on making the most of the here and now. In meditation, we practice observing our thoughts and feelings without attachment. This helps us understand that just as thoughts come and go, so too do all other aspects of our lives. By becoming aware of this, we can learn to respond to life's challenges with a sense of calm and acceptance. The story of the Buddha's enlightenment is a perfect example of embracing change. Before attaining enlightenment, Buddha spent years searching for truth and experiencing various paths. It was only through embracing change and letting go of rigid ideas that he found the middle way, a path of balance and wisdom. Each moment of our lives is a chance to practice accepting impermanence. When we face difficulties, remembering that they are temporary can help us remain hopeful and resilient. Similarly, when we experience joy, recognizing its fleeting nature can help us savor and appreciate it more fully. In relationships, understanding impermanence can help us cultivate deeper connections. Knowing that people change and that our time with them is limited can encourage us to be more present and loving in our interactions. This perspective can foster gratitude and strengthen bonds with others. In our work and personal goals, embracing impermanence allows us to stay adaptable. Instead of clinging to a specific outcome, we can remain open to new opportunities and changes in direction. This flexibility can lead to growth and fulfillment that we might not have anticipated. Living with the awareness of impermanence also encourages us to take better care of ourselves and others. By recognizing that our time is limited, we are more likely to invest in meaningful activities and relationships. This can lead to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. As we continue to practice mindfulness and meditation, we deepen our understanding of impermanence. This ongoing practice helps us develop a more profound acceptance of change and a greater sense of inner peace. By letting go of our need for control, we open ourselves to a richer and more dynamic experience of life. Embracing impermanence is not about resigning ourselves to a passive existence, but about actively participating in the flow of life. It invites us to engage with the world in a way that is both mindful and open-hearted. By accepting that change is inevitable, we can live more fully and authentically. In summary, understanding and accepting the nature of change helps us navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with greater ease and clarity. By letting go of our attachments and embracing impermanence, we open ourselves to a more peaceful and enriched experience of life. This perspective, deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings, guides us towards a more balanced and harmonious existence. Cultivating compassion, the heart of Buddhism. Imagine a world where everyone is kind and understanding. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Yet, cultivating compassion, a core teaching in Buddhism, is more than a dream. It's a practical way to transform our lives and the world around us. Compassion, in Buddhism, is not just about feeling sympathy for someone, but about actively seeking to alleviate their suffering and share in their joys. Compassion begins with a simple idea: seeing others as you see yourself. If you've ever felt pain, loneliness, or joy, you understand how others feel in similar situations. Buddhism teaches us that by recognizing this shared humanity, we can develop a deep, empathetic response to others' experiences. Let's start with a story to illustrate this. Picture a monk who, while walking through a village, notices a child sitting alone, crying. Without hesitation, the monk approaches the child, gently asks about their sorrow, and offers comfort. The monk doesn't just provide a quick fix. He sits with the child, listens, and shares in their sadness. Through this act, the monk not only helps the child but also demonstrates the essence of compassion, being present and genuinely caring. But how does one cultivate such compassion? It begins with self-awareness and self-compassion. If you cannot be kind to yourself, how can you extend that kindness to others? By treating yourself with the same care and understanding that you would offer a close friend, you build a foundation for compassion that extends outward. Buddhism teaches the practice of metta, or loving-kindness meditation, as a way to develop compassion. This meditation involves repeating phrases like, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I live with ease," and then extending these wishes to others. Start with yourself, then gradually include loved ones, acquaintances, and even those you find challenging. This practice helps soften the heart and strengthens the connection to others. Another important aspect of compassion in Buddhism is recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings. Everything we do affects others and vice versa. When you understand this, your actions and words become more mindful. You begin to act with the awareness that your behavior has a ripple effect, influencing those around you in both big and small ways. To deepen your practice, consider this simple exercise. Each day, choose one person to focus on. Could be a friend, family member, or even a stranger. Throughout the day, make an effort to understand their perspective and offer acts of kindness, no matter how small. This practice helps to shift your focus from your own concerns to the well-being of others, fostering a genuine sense of compassion. Compassion also involves forgiving others. Holding on to grudges or anger only weighs us down and keeps us from fully embracing the teachings of Buddhism. By letting go of past hurts and forgiving those who have wronged you, you free yourself from negative emotions and create space for compassion to flourish. It's also important to remember that compassion is not about fixing others' problems or taking on their burdens. Instead, It's about being a supportive presence and offering help when you can. Sometimes, just being there for someone, listening, and showing empathy can make a world of difference. In daily life, compassion can be integrated into small acts. Whether it's a kind word, a helping hand, or simply being present for someone in need, these acts create a compassionate environment that encourages others to do the same. Compassion is contagious, and by embodying it, you inspire others to act with kindness. Lastly, remember that compassion is a journey, not a destination. It's a practice that grows stronger with time and intention. Each day offers a new opportunity to cultivate compassion, whether through meditation, mindful actions, or simply being aware of how you interact with others. Embrace this journey with patience and an open heart. As you continue to explore Buddhism's teachings, keep compassion at the center of your practice. It's the heart of Buddhism and the key to transforming both yourself and the world around you. By nurturing compassion, you not only enhance your own well-being, but also contribute to a more empathetic and harmonious world. The practice of mindfulness, living in the present moment. Imagine your mind as a clear, tranquil lake. When the water is still, you can see your reflection perfectly. But when the wind blows, the surface becomes choppy, distorting your image. In the same way, our minds can be disturbed by the winds of worry and distraction. Mindfulness is like learning to calm those ripples, helping you see yourself and your life more clearly. Mindfulness is the practice of focusing your attention on the present moment. It means being fully aware of what is happening around you and within you, without judgment. When you are mindful, you experience life more deeply and authentically. You notice the small details that often go unnoticed. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of birds chirping, or the taste of your food. This awareness helps you connect with your experiences and can lead to a greater sense of peace and satisfaction. One simple way to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling your lungs expand. Then slowly exhale through your mouth. As you breathe, focus solely on the sensation of your breath. Notice how it feels as it enters and leaves your body. If your mind begins to wander, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice helps anchor you in the present moment and calms your mind. Another effective mindfulness practice is mindful eating. This involves paying full attention to the experience of eating. When you sit down for a meal, observe the colors, textures, and smells of your food. Take small bites and chew slowly, savoring each taste. Notice how your body feels as you eat. This practice not only enhances your enjoyment of food, but also helps you develop a healthier relationship with eating. Mindfulness can also be incorporated into daily activities. Whether you're walking, washing dishes, or listening to someone speak, try to stay fully present. If your mind starts to drift, gently bring your focus back to the task at hand. By practicing mindfulness in various aspects of your life, you train your mind to stay present and engaged, leading to a more fulfilling and less stressful existence. One powerful aspect of mindfulness is its ability to help you manage stress. When you face a challenging situation, mindfulness allows you to respond rather than react. Instead of being overwhelmed by your emotions, you can observe them with a sense of detachment. This perspective enables you to make more thoughtful decisions and handle stress with greater ease. Mindfulness also enhances your relationships. When you are fully present with others, you listen more attentively and respond with greater empathy. This deepens your connections and fosters more meaningful interactions. Practicing mindfulness in your relationships can lead to improved communication, reduced conflicts, and a greater sense of harmony. It's important to remember that mindfulness is a practice, not a perfect state. There will be times when your mind is distracted or your focus wavers. This is normal. The key is to gently guide your attention back to the present moment whenever you notice it drifting. With regular practice, mindfulness becomes more natural and integrated into your daily life. The benefits of mindfulness extend beyond personal well-being. Research has shown that mindfulness practices can improve mental health, enhance cognitive function, and even boost physical health. By cultivating mindfulness, you are investing in your overall well-being and creating a foundation for a more balanced and harmonious life. Incorporating mindfulness into your life doesn't require drastic changes. Start with small, manageable practices and gradually build from there. Whether it's a few minutes of mindful breathing each day or being fully present during a daily activity, every bit of mindfulness contributes to a more peaceful and centered life. By embracing the practice of mindfulness, you align yourself with the core teachings of Buddhism. Mindfulness is not just a technique but a way of living. It reflects the Buddhist principle of living in the present moment and fully experiencing the richness of life. As you continue your journey with mindfulness, remember to be patient and compassionate with yourself. Like any new skill, mindfulness takes time and practice to develop. Celebrate your progress and stay committed to the practice, knowing that each moment of awareness brings you closer to a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. In summary, mindfulness is the art of being present and fully engaged with each moment. Through practices like mindful breathing, mindful eating, and staying present in daily activities, you can cultivate a deeper connection with your experiences and enhance your overall well-being. By integrating mindfulness into your life, you align with the timeless wisdom of Buddhism and open the door to a more balanced and harmonious way of living. The role of meditation: training the mind. Imagine your mind is like a clear pond. When the water is still, you can see the depths clearly. But when it's stirred up, everything gets murky. This is similar to how our thoughts work. In our busy lives, our minds often get stirred up with constant noise and distractions, making it hard to see things clearly. Meditation helps us calm those waters, allowing us to see more clearly and think more deeply. Meditation is like a workout for your mind. Just as physical exercise strengthens your body, meditation strengthens your mental focus and clarity. When you meditate, you give your mind a break from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. This time of quiet allows your thoughts to settle, helping you to gain a better understanding of yourself and your emotions. Let's start with a simple meditation practice. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably with your back straight but relaxed. Close your eyes gently and take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel the air filling your lungs, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. As you breathe, focus all your attention on the sensation of your breath. Notice how your chest rises and falls. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to your breath. This simple exercise helps train your mind to stay present and focused. It's like practicing a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. Over time, you'll find that you can stay calm and focused even in the midst of chaos. This doesn't mean that meditation will eliminate stress or problems, but it helps you approach them with a clearer and more composed mind. In Buddhism, meditation is considered a key practice for mental and spiritual growth. It's not just about finding peace and relaxation. It's about understanding the nature of your mind and transforming it. Through regular meditation, you learn to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. This leads to greater self-awareness and a deeper connection to your inner self. There are various forms of meditation, each with its own focus and benefits. For example, mindfulness meditation involves paying attention to the present moment and accepting it without judgment. Loving kindness meditation focuses on developing compassion and kindness towards yourself and others. Both of these practices can be powerful tools for enhancing your emotional well-being and fostering a positive outlook on life. One of the key benefits of meditation is that it helps reduce stress. When you meditate, you activate the body's relaxation response, which lowers heart rate, reduces blood pressure, and decreases levels of stress hormones. This helps you to feel more at ease and balanced, even when facing challenging situations. Meditation also enhances your ability to concentrate and make decisions. By training your mind to focus on one thing at a time, you improve your mental clarity and cognitive functions. This can be particularly helpful in both personal and professional aspects of your life, allowing you to tackle tasks with greater efficiency and effectiveness. Another important aspect of meditation is its role in developing emotional resilience. When you regularly practice meditation, you become better equipped to handle negative emotions and stressful situations. Instead of reacting impulsively, you learn to respond with greater mindfulness and patience, which can lead to more constructive outcomes and healthier relationships. Meditation is not a one-size-fits-all practice. It's important to find a method that resonates with you and fits your lifestyle. Whether you prefer sitting in silence, using guided meditations, or incorporating mindfulness into your daily activities, the key is to make meditation a regular part of your routine. Even just a few minutes a day can make a significant difference in your overall well-being. As you continue to explore meditation, you might find it helpful to join a group or find a meditation teacher who can offer guidance and support. Practicing with others can provide motivation and enhance your understanding of different techniques. Many communities offer meditation classes or workshops, both in person and online, that cater to various levels of experience. Remember, meditation is a journey, not a destination. It's about the process of becoming more aware of your mind and learning how to navigate its complexities with greater ease. Each time you meditate, you're taking a step towards greater self-discovery and inner peace. So be patient with yourself and enjoy the journey. In summary, meditation is a powerful practice that helps calm the mind, improve focus, reduce stress, and build emotional resilience. By incorporating meditation into your daily life, you can enhance your mental and emotional well-being, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. So, take a few moments each day to sit in silence, breathe deeply, and connect with your inner self. The benefits of meditation are profound, and with consistent practice, you'll find yourself navigating life with greater clarity and calm. Detachment and non-attachment. Finding balance. In our busy lives, we often find ourselves clinging to things. Whether it's our possessions, relationships, or even our own ideas and beliefs. This clinging can create stress and suffering. But what if there was a way to find balance and peace by letting go of these attachments? This is where the concept of non-attachment, a key teaching in Buddhism, comes into play. Imagine you're holding onto a heavy bag. The longer you hold it, the heavier it feels, and eventually your arms start to ache. If you let go of the bag, the pain stops. This is similar to how attachment works. When we hold onto things tightly, we create our own suffering. Non-attachment is about releasing this grip and finding freedom. Non-attachment doesn't mean we stop caring or being involved in life. It's about changing our relationship with things. Instead of holding onto them tightly, we interact with them freely and openly. This approach helps us to experience life more fully without the added burden of unnecessary stress. Think of a tree in the wind. The tree doesn't resist the wind. It bends and sways, remaining rooted but flexible. This flexibility is a key aspect of non-attachment. When we are rigid in our attachments, we struggle against the flow of life. By being flexible like the tree, we adapt more easily to changes and challenges. Non-attachment also helps us with our relationships. We might love someone deeply but still recognize that our happiness doesn't depend solely on them. This understanding allows us to enjoy our relationships without the fear of losing them, leading to more genuine and less dependent connections. In Buddhism, attachment is seen as a major cause of suffering. The Buddha taught that everything is impermanent. Things come and go, and this is the natural order of life. By understanding and accepting this impermanence, we can reduce our attachment and, consequently, our suffering. Practicing non-attachment involves developing mindfulness. By being aware of our thoughts and feelings, we can notice when we are clinging to something. This awareness helps us to make conscious choices about how to engage with our attachments. Another important aspect of non-attachment is understanding that we are not our possessions or achievements. Our true self is not defined by what we own or accomplish. Recognizing this can help us to detach from these external markers of identity and find peace in our inherent worth. Letting go of attachment can be challenging, but it is a gradual process. It's not about rejecting everything we care about, but about finding a balanced approach. This balance allows us to engage with life fully while maintaining a sense of inner peace. In practical terms, you might start by examining your own attachments. Notice where you are holding on too tightly, whether it's to a job, a relationship, or even your own expectations. Then practice small acts of letting go. This could be as simple as not reacting to minor inconveniences or being open to new possibilities without fear. By adopting the practice of non-attachment, we create space for joy and peace in our lives. We become more resilient, adaptable, and open-hearted. This shift in perspective can lead to a more fulfilling and less stressful way of living. Non-attachment also invites us to live in the present moment. When we're not preoccupied with clinging to the past or worrying about the future, we can fully experience the here and now. This presence allows us to appreciate life more deeply and find contentment in the moment. Ultimately, non-attachment is about freedom. It's about liberating ourselves from the chains of our own making, whether those chains are our possessions, our fears, or our desires. By practicing non-attachment, we move closer to a state of inner peace and harmony. In summary, non-attachment isn't about disengagement or indifference. It's about finding a healthy balance that allows us to live fully without being weighed down by our attachments. Through mindfulness and acceptance of impermanence, we can learn to let go and embrace a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Overcoming suffering, practical Buddhist solutions. Suffering is an undeniable part of life. We all face challenges, disappointments, and hardships. But in Buddhism, suffering is not something to be feared or avoided. It's something we can understand and transform. Today, let's explore how Buddhist teachings provide practical solutions for overcoming suffering. Imagine a time when you felt overwhelmed by a problem. Maybe it was a personal setback, a conflict with a loved one, or simply the stress of daily life. You might have felt trapped, as if there were no way out. Buddhism teaches us that while suffering is a part of existence, it does not have to define our lives. Instead, we can learn to navigate it with wisdom and compassion. Understanding the nature of suffering. The first step in overcoming suffering is understanding its nature. According to Buddha, suffering arises from our attachments and desires. We cling to things we want, and when they don't come to fruition or when they fade away, we experience pain. This attachment can be to people, possessions, or even our own expectations. Think about a time when you wanted something very badly, perhaps a new gadget or a relationship. When you finally got it, there was joy, but it didn't last forever. Over time, the excitement waned, and you were left longing for more. This cycle of craving and disappointment is what Buddha refers to as the cause of suffering. The role of mindfulness. One practical Buddhist solution for overcoming suffering is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying close attention to our thoughts, emotions, and experiences without judgment. By being aware of what is happening within and around us, we can break the cycle of suffering. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of our cravings and attachments. We can observe them without becoming entangled. For example, if you feel anxious about a future event, mindfulness helps you recognize this anxiety as a passing thought rather than an absolute truth. This awareness can help reduce the intensity of your suffering. Acceptance and letting go. Another key practice in Buddhism is acceptance. Acceptance does not mean resigning to suffering but acknowledging it without resistance. When we resist or deny our pain, we often amplify it. By accepting our situation as it is, we create space for healing and transformation. Let's say you're dealing with a difficult situation at work. Instead of resisting or complaining about it, try to accept it as part of your current reality. This doesn't mean you can't work towards improvement, but accepting where you are helps you approach the problem with a clearer and more peaceful mind. Cultivating compassion. Compassion is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. Cultivating compassion towards ourselves and others can ease the burden of suffering. When we are kind and understanding towards ourselves, we are less likely to be harsh and judgmental about our own struggles. For instance, if you make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself harshly, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend in a similar situation. This gentle approach can alleviate the suffering caused by self-blame and guilt. The power of impermanence. Buddhism teaches that all things are impermanent. Everything, our feelings, our problems, our successes, is in constant flux. This understanding of impermanence can be a powerful tool in overcoming suffering. When we recognize that suffering is temporary, it becomes easier to endure. For example, if you're going through a tough time, remind yourself that this too shall pass. This perspective helps you maintain hope and resilience, knowing that change is always on the horizon. Applying the Four Noble Truths. The Four Noble Truths are fundamental to Buddhist teaching and offer practical steps to overcome suffering. They are the truth of suffering, recognizing that suffering exists. The truth of the cause of suffering, understanding that our attachments and desires cause suffering. The truth of the end of suffering, realizing that suffering can end. The truth of the path to end suffering, following the Noble Eightfold Path to alleviate suffering. By applying these truths, we gain insight into the nature of our pain and learn how to address it effectively. Each truth offers a way to understand and ultimately transcend suffering. Engaging in right actions. Part of overcoming suffering involves engaging in right actions, ethical and compassionate behavior that aligns with Buddhist principles. By acting with kindness, honesty, and integrity, we reduce the negative consequences of our actions and create positive outcomes. For instance, if you're in a conflict with someone, approaching the situation with honesty and compassion can lead to resolution and healing. Acting with right intention and right action can transform difficult situations into opportunities for growth and understanding. Seeking support from the community. Finally, seeking support from the Buddhist community or Sangha can be incredibly beneficial. The Sangha provides guidance, encouragement, and shared wisdom, which can help you navigate your suffering more effectively. Participating in community activities, meditation groups, or Dharma talks can provide a sense of connection and support. Sharing your experiences with others who understand Buddhist teachings can offer new perspectives and comfort. Embracing transformation. Overcoming suffering is not about eradicating it entirely, but learning to transform it into a source of growth. By understanding the nature of suffering, practicing mindfulness, accepting our reality, cultivating compassion, and applying Buddhist principles, we can navigate our challenges with greater ease and insight. Remember, suffering is a part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to define us. Through these practical solutions, we can find relief and discover a deeper sense of peace and contentment. Living with wisdom. Applying Buddha's teachings daily. Life can often feel overwhelming, with its myriad of challenges and complexities. But what if we could navigate these trials with a sense of calm and clarity? Buddhist teachings offer a roadmap for living wisely, and by integrating these principles into our daily lives, we can find a deeper sense of peace and purpose. Imagine waking up each day with a clear mind and a compassionate heart. Buddha's teachings provide practical guidance to help us achieve this state. These teachings aren't just for monks or scholars. They're for everyone, offering tools to transform our daily experiences and interactions. Buddha taught that wisdom begins with understanding the nature of our mind and how it interacts with the world. This understanding helps us make better choices and respond to life's difficulties with grace. To live with wisdom, we first need to cultivate awareness of our thoughts and actions. This means being present in each moment, noticing how our mind reacts to different situations, and learning to manage our responses. One essential practice in applying Buddha's teachings is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying full attention to what is happening right now, without judgment. By being mindful, we can observe our thoughts and emotions as they arise and learn to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This practice helps us break free from automatic, habitual reactions that often lead to stress and conflict. Another key aspect of living with wisdom is compassion. Buddha emphasized the importance of treating others with kindness and understanding. Compassion means not only feeling empathy for others, but also taking action to alleviate their suffering. This might involve offering a helping hand, listening attentively, or simply being present with someone in need. Practicing gratitude is also a powerful way to live with wisdom. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our perspective from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Gratitude helps us appreciate the positive aspects of our lives and fosters a sense of contentment. Incorporating Buddha's teachings into daily life also involves embracing simplicity. Often, our lives become cluttered with unnecessary distractions and complexities. By simplifying our routines and possessions, we create space for what truly matters, such as meaningful relationships and personal growth. Another important lesson from Buddha is the concept of non-attachment. This means recognizing that while we may have desires and attachments, they do not define us or bring lasting happiness. By practicing non-attachment, we can experience life more fully without being overly dependent on specific outcomes or material possessions. Living with wisdom also means understanding the interconnectedness of all things. Buddha taught that everything is interdependent, and our actions have ripple effects on others and the world around us. By recognizing this interconnectedness, we become more mindful of our impact and make choices that contribute to the well-being of all. To truly apply Buddha's teachings, we need to cultivate a regular practice of self-reflection. This involves taking time each day to examine our thoughts, actions, and motivations. Self-reflection helps us stay aligned with our values and make adjustments as needed to live in accordance with the principles of wisdom and compassion. Finally, living with wisdom is a continuous journey. It requires ongoing effort and commitment to integrate Buddha's teachings into our lives. By practicing these principles consistently, we create a foundation for a more peaceful and fulfilling life. As we apply Buddha's teachings in our daily lives, we may encounter challenges and setbacks. However, these moments offer valuable opportunities for growth and learning. Each experience helps us deepen our understanding and refine our practice. In conclusion, living with wisdom involves applying the core principles of Buddha's teachings to every aspect of our lives. By embracing mindfulness, compassion, gratitude, simplicity, non-attachment, and self-reflection, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and create a more harmonious existence. This path is not always easy, but it leads to a richer, more meaningful way of living. The journey continues, sustaining your practice. Imagine walking through a forest. You've reached a clearing where the sun shines brightly and the air feels fresh. You found a beautiful spot where you can rest, but you know this isn't your final destination. There's more to explore, and you're on a journey that requires ongoing effort. This is much like the journey of sustaining your practice in Buddhism. As we wrap up our exploration of Buddha's teachings, let's reflect on the key lessons and how to keep them alive in our daily lives. Just like our walk through the forest, the path to enlightenment is ongoing, filled with moments of discovery, challenge, and growth. Start with daily mindfulness. Think of mindfulness as a daily tune-up for your mind. Just like you maintain a car to keep it running smoothly, mindfulness helps you keep your mind clear and focused. Start each day with a few minutes of mindful breathing. Simply sit quietly, focus on your breath, and let go of distractions. This small practice can make a big difference in how you handle stress and interact with others throughout the day. Set intentions. Setting intentions is like plotting your course on a map. Before you begin your day, take a moment to reflect on what you want to achieve. These intentions don't have to be grand. They could be as simple as being more patient with yourself or others, or approaching a challenging task with a positive attitude. By setting these small, achievable goals, you stay connected to your practice and move forward with purpose. Embrace change. Change is a constant part of life, and Buddhism teaches us to embrace it rather than resist it. Life's changes can be like the shifting seasons. Sometimes they bring growth, and sometimes they bring challenges. When faced with change, remind yourself that it's an opportunity for learning and growth. By accepting change gracefully, you align more closely with the teachings of Buddha and maintain inner peace. Practice compassion. Compassion is like a warm light that brightens the lives of those around you. It's easy to be compassionate when things are going well, but true compassion shines through in times of difficulty. When someone is struggling, offer a kind word or a helping hand. By practicing compassion, you not only help others but also enrich your own journey. Reflect on your journey. Just as you might pause to look back at the path you've traveled through the forest, take time to reflect on your spiritual journey. Consider keeping a journal where you note your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Reflect on what you've learned and how you've grown. This practice of self-reflection helps you stay aware of your progress and reminds you of the reasons behind your practice. Stay connected. Connection is vital for sustaining your practice. Engage with a community that shares your values and goals. This could be a local meditation group, an online forum, or simply friends who understand and support your journey. Sharing experiences and learning from others can provide encouragement and deepen your practice. Be patient with yourself. Patience is a key aspect of Buddhist practice. Just as you wouldn't rush a flower to bloom, don't rush yourself. Growth takes time, and there will be moments of difficulty. Be patient with yourself, understanding that every step, no matter how small, is a step forward. Celebrate your progress and don't be discouraged by setbacks. Integrate teachings into daily life. Applying Buddha's teachings doesn't require dramatic changes. It's about integrating small, meaningful practices into your daily routine. Whether it's practicing kindness, being mindful in your actions, or showing gratitude, these teachings become part of who you are when you weave them into everyday activities. Celebrate milestones. Just as you celebrate reaching a milestone on your journey through the forest, acknowledge and celebrate your achievements along the spiritual path. Recognize the moments when you've overcome challenges, learned something new, or made a positive change. Celebrating these milestones keeps you motivated and reinforces your commitment to your practice. Stay curious and open-minded. Curiosity and an open mind are like the compass that guides you on your journey. Approach your practice with a sense of wonder and openness. Explore new teachings, practices, and perspectives. An open mind helps you adapt and grow, making your journey more enriching and fulfilling. Nurture your practice. Just as you would care for a plant to help it thrive, nurture your practice with attention and care. Regularly revisit your goals, adjust your practices as needed, and continue seeking knowledge. Nurturing your practice ensures that it remains a vibrant and integral part of your life. In conclusion, as we come to the end of our exploration, remember that the journey doesn't end here. Sustaining your practice is a continuous, evolving process. With mindfulness, compassion, patience, and reflection, you can keep the teachings of Buddha alive in your life. Your journey is a personal and unique one, filled with opportunities for growth and discovery. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Buddha's teachings. We hope you found insights that resonate with you and inspire you to continue your practice. If you've enjoyed this video and found it valuable, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, Wisdom Woven. Your support helps us continue to bring you more content that nurtures your spiritual journey. May your path be filled with peace, wisdom, and continued growth. Until next time, keep walking with intention and mindfulness.